This guy in Dallas, Texas fights back against a would-be thief, and how he chooses to handle it is f***ing awesome. This moron was captured on the van owner's Ring security camera. He can be seen pacing around the van with a bag of tools. He's there for one reason and one reason only: to steal some catalytic converters. Completely ignoring the motion light he's now being beamed with, he crawls under the van and gets to work. Well, when the security light came on, the van's owner, Clay Hayner, got a notification, and upon checking the footage, threw on his best pair of flip-flops and grabbed his trusty solid steel Act-Right stick. Moments later, you can see Clay enter the frame. He rounds the corner, sees a pair of legs, and thinks to himself, I think he could use a little tenderizing. Clay gets to work and teaches this thief the best lesson that he can.
And then he looks at me and he holds up like a knife, and I just lost it on him.
At some point, the thief says the only words that came to mind.
I'm leaving!
Nah, bud, you had your chance. Now you get to leave hobbled. The lowlife thief finally manages to scurry away, but he will be leaving without his bag. Mr. Hayner now owns it for his troubles. Hey, congrats on your new saw and various tools, bud. Clay tries to pursue the man, but it turns out throwing on a pair of flip-flops was a bad choice. This is the fourth time this year that someone has tried to steal his catalytic converters, and Clay was fed up. When he was asked if he would do it again, he had this to say.
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah. This time I would catch him and hold on to him.
Now, this was in Texas, so if you ask me, this could have gone way differently for this thief, and he's lucky that he got to leave with half a bar of health left.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang! Well, I don't see so good, so I missed. Then they ran away. I ran after them.
Okay.
If this happened to you, tell me how you would have dealt with it in the comments below. These two extremely bright individuals in Germantown, Maryland were caught on CCTV trying to carjack a man pumping his gas. But it doesn't go their way. These thieves spotted this WRX at the gas station and just had to have it. The car's owner saw them running towards him, and he tried to escape as quick as he could, but he wasn't quick enough. The carjackers approach him and pull him out of his car and demand the keys, to which he complies. He throws them the keys and they get in the car, and they have everything that they need to have the WRX of their dreams. Except there's one problem. They lack the necessary amount of brain cells because neither one of them know how to drive a manual transmission. They're in that car for all of maybe 4 seconds before they realize that they are in way over their heads and bail out. Police captured the two suspects soon after. It just goes to show that one of the best anti-theft devices you can have in your car is manual transmission, folks. This dude tried to steal a car and was caught in the most embarrassing way possible. He couldn't figure out how to get out. The owner just so happened to notice someone getting into his car, and when the thief was spotted, he tried to flee, but he just couldn't figure out how to get out of the car. The owner stresses that at no point were the doors locked, and he had ample time to escape before other people finally came over to hold the door and prevent him from escaping.
The pin's up on that one, look. Yeah, no, it isn't.
It was at this point that the carjacker turned into an attraction that other people could stare at for their amusement. The police were called, but while they waited, people essentially pointed and laughed at his failure for a while. The disappointment on his face is strong. Being a criminal that doesn't lose hope, he can be seen still rummaging through the car owner's belongings, and at some point, even grabbing the owner's water and drinking from it. The police finally arrived and extracted the man from the vehicle and arrested him. Aside from the ridicule, the man was treated very nicely by everybody, including the police. Makes me wonder how much different this interaction would have been if it was in the States. These two absolute geniuses had the bright idea to steal a moped. They couldn't be bothered with waiting until dark. They needed that now. Well, they didn't make it very far before the owner sees them and runs out. After death stomping the Thieves moped, everyone just kind of runs around for a little while. No one is getting anywhere fast because they're all in flip-flops, and only one of the dudes has sports mode turned on. The thieves eventually take off down the street, and literally the entire town chases them down. You can see the whole family funnel out of the house with various different weapons. Does that dude have a window squeegee? Anyways, they got a beatdown, so the story ends good. Subscribe, like, and follow for more. Son of a bitch!
Subscribe and hit thumbs up. Also comment, cause that's what's
It's right there in the middle of the screen. Click it, you know you want to.